Books, welcome to BookTone, where books breathe life into your mind and soul. In this immersive journey through Chapter 7 of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy, titled The Tendency of the Subconscious is Lifeward, we uncover a transformative truth. Your subconscious mind is not a neutral mechanism waiting for instruction, it is a dynamic, intelligent force inherently geared toward life, healing, harmony, and growth. From the moment of your conception, your subconscious has guided your heartbeat, repaired your cells, balanced your hormones, and regenerated your body, all without your conscious awareness. This healing tendency is not a passive function. It is a powerful, automatic movement of life itself, coded deep within your being. Murphy emphasizes that if this life-forward direction were not constantly active, even minor physical injuries would become fatal. But because life is dominant, not death, because order is stronger than chaos, your body and subconscious are always seeking to return to balance, regardless of the severity of illness or trauma. The problem arises not from the subconscious, but from the interference of the conscious mind, which, when fixated on fear, anxiety, and destructive beliefs, blocks or distorts the healing process. Murphy provides profound insight into how most diseases and mental disturbances stem from deeply embedded emotional patterns such as guilt, hatred, and fear emotions that the subconscious interprets literally and then expresses through the body and life circumstances. Yet, he assures us, the very same mind that has been conditioned to fear can be reconditioned to heal. Through consistent repetition of life-affirming beliefs, emotionalized prayer, forgiveness, visualization, and the deep conviction that healing is not only possible but inevitable, we begin to realign ourselves with the natural flow of the subconscious. In this chapter, Murphy presents a series of real-life case studies that demonstrate this principle in action. A woman bedridden with arthritis who visualized herself walking freely each night and eventually recovered her mobility. A man tormented by a persistent ulcer who reprogrammed his mind with peaceful affirmations and saw his symptoms vanish. And a student overwhelmed by anxiety who calmed his subconscious using faith and expectancy, ultimately achieving top academic results. These are not isolated miracles. They are repeatable results based on natural law. Murphy insists that the subconscious is not concerned with the how, it only responds to the mental blueprint you give it. If you feed it images of sickness, confusion, or lack, it will reproduce those. But if you offer it pictures of wellness, peace, and abundance, supported by emotion and belief, the subconscious gets to work on manifesting that reality. Just like a seed planted in fertile soil grows into the plant it is programmed to be, your subconscious develops the thoughts you sow. Therefore, the essence of mental healing lies in planting the right seeds. Murphy delves deeply into the science and spirituality of this mechanism. He explains that when ancient mystics and modern scientists both refer to a life force, they're often speaking of the same inner intelligence, the subconscious, which directs the involuntary systems of the body and also responds to higher directives from the conscious mind. This is why spiritual techniques such as affirmative prayer and silent meditation work. They quiet the fearful chatter of the conscious mind and allow the lifeward direction of the subconscious to resume unhindered. Murphy's message in Chapter 7 is both revolutionary and deeply comforting. You don't need to learn how to heal your body or fix your life from scratch. You only need to stop resisting the force that is already doing so. The subconscious does not need to be pushed, only permitted. In moments of calm, faith, and surrender, you create an environment where healing accelerates, solutions arise, and peace is restored. This is not wishful thinking. This is a practice grounded in thousands of years of spiritual understanding and now increasingly supported by modern psychology and neuroscience. As Murphy continues in the second part of this transformational chapter, he reaffirms that healing is not an exception, it is the rule, when the subconscious is given the proper instruction. He introduces the idea that one must treat the subconscious mind with reverence and clarity, for it is the creative center of your entire being. You are in essence, the gardener of your mind, and every thought is a seed. If you habitually entertain thoughts of resentment, fear, or inferiority, you are cultivating an internal climate that is hostile to life. But if you instead sow thoughts of peace, love, joy, and faith, you align yourself with the lifeward nature of the subconscious, which begins to push out every root of disease, disorder, and disharmony. Murphy draws upon sacred texts, scientific insights, and anecdotal experiences to reinforce this point. He speaks of ancient healing temples where patients were guided into deep sleep and immersed in soothing affirmations demonstrating that even centuries ago, humanity understood the link between suggestion and healing. These temples, much like the practice of modern hypnotherapy, sought to bypass the skeptical conscious mind and implant harmonious ideas directly into the subconscious. The results, he notes, were often astounding. People recovered not just from physical ailments, but from lifelong emotional traumas. The implication is clear. Your healing does not begin in the pill bottle or the doctor's office, it begins in the quiet sanctuary of your own inner belief. Murphy further explores how the subconscious mind cannot hold conflicting beliefs for long without expressing that conflict through confusion, illness, or failure. If you affirm health during the day but worry about disease at night, you create mental crosscurrents that cancel out progress. Therefore, consistency is not just recommended, it is essential. Just as a river flows smoothly when unobstructed, your life begins to flow with ease when your thoughts are undivided and harmonized with life's upward movement. This concept is not limited to physical healing. Murphy shows that the same principles apply to relationships, finances, and creativity. A person who constantly affirms abundance, expects good, and gives thanks in advance often finds doors opening and opportunities appearing where none existed before. This is not coincidence, it is the lifeward subconscious responding to intentional thought. The chapter encourages readers to practice these ideas daily, not as rituals, but as loving conversations with one's inner self. Visualization becomes more powerful when combined with emotion and repetition. Affirmations become more effective when spoken with gratitude and expectancy. The subconscious does not work on deadlines, it works on conviction, unveiling even more healing insights and subconscious truths. If this journey inspires you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to BookTone, where books don't just teach, they transform.